Have you ever felt drained after interacting with someone who's always complaining or bringing negativity into every conversation? These are the energy vampires of our lives, people who suck the positivity right out of us. But what if I told you there's a way to deal with them without letting them drain your energy? Stick around and I'll share practical, effective strategies to handle these negative Nellies and chronic complainers without losing your cool or your vitality. We've all encountered energy vampires. Those individuals whose negativity seems to zap our energy and enthusiasm. Whether it's the friend who constantly complains or the coworker who thrives on drama, these energy-draining individuals can leave us feeling emotionally exhausted. Recognizing them is the first step in protecting ourselves from their impact. So, what exactly is an energy vampire? In simple terms, it's someone who drains your emotional and mental energy, leaving you feeling depleted after every interaction. Energy vampires often thrive on chaos and negativity, seeking attention or validation through negative means. For example, have you ever had a conversation where the person only focuses on problems without offering any solutions? Or maybe they always play the victim, leaving you feeling like you need to rescue them. These are telltale signs of energy vampires, and their presence can significantly affect your mood, leaving you feeling anxious, sad, or frustrated. As psychologist Judith Orloff, MD, notes, some people suck the oxygen out of the room because their need is so great. They're needy and dependent and try to get your energy because they're not taking responsibility for their own life. You feel exhausted, nervous, or stressed around them because they're draining your energy. This is where boundaries come in. Energy. Vampires often stem from unresolved personal issues or insecurities, and while we can have compassion for their struggles, it's essential to remember that we can't fix them. What we can do is protect our energy. These draining behaviors impact not just our emotional well-being, but also our productivity, mental clarity, and even physical health. Have you ever noticed how much harder it is to focus after a draining conversation? It's like your brain can't shake off the heaviness they've left behind. By understanding these behaviors and their effects on us, we take a step toward reclaiming our energy. Setting boundaries with these individuals is key. Without clear limits, energy vampires can easily manipulate us into giving more time and attention than we can afford. The trick is learning how to deal with them without getting sucked into their drama. The ego's role in engaging with energy vampires. Interestingly, part of the reason we struggle with energy vampires is due to our ego. The ego, that part of our mind that craves approval and recognition, often pulls us into unnecessary conflicts with these individuals. When someone criticizes us or presents negativity, our ego feels the need to defend itself, to prove that we're right or worthy. This can turn into a cycle where we keep engaging with these individuals, unknowingly feeding their behavior while draining ourselves. Take a step back and recognize when your ego is at play. As Eckhart Tolle says, the primary cause of unhappiness is never the situation but your thoughts about it. Often our need to be right or validated keeps us in the loop with these negative people. Once we're aware of this, we can make a conscious choice to step away from the drama and protect our energy. Strategies to manage interactions. So, how do we protect ourselves when confronted with energy vampires? The key lies in practicing mindfulness, setting boundaries, and maintaining inner peace. Here are a few strategies to help. Observe without judgment. One of the most effective ways to handle energy vampires is to observe their behavior without reacting emotionally. This means recognizing their negativity without letting it provoke you. You can practice non-reactivity by breathing deeply or mentally grounding yourself during the conversation. By doing this, you protect your emotional energy and avoid getting pulled into their negativity. Set boundaries. Boundaries are essential. Make it clear what kind of behavior you will or will not tolerate. If someone is constantly complaining or manipulating, it's okay to distance yourself or limit your interactions. You don't owe anyone your time or energy, especially if their presence is harmful to your well-being. Calmly and assertively communicate your limits. For example, if a friend constantly brings up negative topics, you could say, "I understand you're going through a tough time, but I need to focus on positive things right now. Let's try to talk about something more uplifting." Prioritize inner peace. You cannot control others' actions, but you can control how you react to them. By focusing on maintaining inner peace, you create a buffer against negativity. This could mean practicing daily mindfulness or engaging in activities that boost your mood and energy, such as exercise, meditation, or spending time in nature. Surround yourself with positive people. Make it a point to nurture relationships with people who uplift and inspire you. Surrounding yourself with positive influences will help offset the drain caused by energy vampires. As Jim Rohn wisely put it, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose wisely. Observing without judgment. A transformative practice. The practice of observing without judgment can be transformative, not just in dealing with negative individuals, but in daily life. By focusing on mindfulness, we develop a heightened awareness of our surroundings and our emotions, allowing us to engage fully with the present moment. This practice helps create a mental buffer zone between us and the world, where we can notice our reactions without immediately acting on them. By stepping back and observing, rather than reacting impulsively, we can maintain a sense of calm and clarity even in the face of negativity. This approach is empowering. It allows us to stay in control of our emotional responses and avoid the traps energy vampires often set. Non-reactivity is a skill that takes time to develop, but once mastered, it can be incredibly liberating. Dealing with energy vampires requires mindfulness, boundary setting, and a commitment to maintaining our inner peace. By recognizing their behaviors and understanding the role our ego plays in these interactions, we can consciously choose how to respond. Through observation without judgment, we can protect our emotional well-being, ensuring that we don't get dragged down by others' negativity. So, next time you encounter a negative Nelly or chronic complainer, remember, you have the power to protect your energy and navigate the situation with grace. If this video resonated with you, let us know in the comments. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more tips on managing your emotional well-being. You won't want to miss out on our upcoming content, plus we promise it'll help keep those energy vampires at bay.